Sports Zone with Sports Director Matt Dow and Amanda Poole. More sports coverage than anyone else in the Midlands. Sponsored by Lexington Medical Center starts right now.
Welcome into Sports Zone, everyone. I'm Sports Director Matt Dowell. Happy Friday to you. It's nice to be on with you at 11 o'clock on a Friday again. No football or baseball tonight here on Fox, which means it's time for all of your high school football action. Week 10 getting underway tonight. Another week of mouth-watering matchups in high school football as the playoffs quickly approach. So let's start tonight with the Irmo Yellow Jackets hosting the Chapin Eagles. The Eagles on offense to start this ball game in good field position here. Quarterback Brady Albro hands it off to Cole Martin. The ball going to come loose here, but Martin able to fall on it. So a scary moment there for Chapin. Same drive, fourth down. Now Eagles going to go for it. Albro finds receiver Kalen Bostic, but Irmo's defense going to stop him from getting the first down. So Chapin turns over on downs. Later on in the first, Irmo going to be on offense this time, and this time it's going to be their quarterback, A.J. Brand. His arm is going to get hit right here from the Chapin defense. He can't get the throw off, scrambling, but Chapin's defense comes up with the sack. So some good defense early on in this game, but Irmo would soon take this game completely over. Later on in the first, Brand going to take the snap, looking, decides to keep it. His offense gives him space. He runs this in for the touchdown. The extra point was blocked, so Irmo leading 6-0 in the first quarter. And in the first quarter, A.J. Brand doing some Superman celebrations there. Fast forward, still in the first, Brand again going to take the snap, keeps it. This time he's going to the other corner of the end zone. Irmo getting the touchdown here, and they win this one tonight, 55-21 to improve to 9-0 on the season. And their big region rival, the Dutch Fork Silver Foxes, traveling to the Swamp tonight to take on the River Bluff Gators. We're going to join this one in the second quarter. Dutch Fork already up big. The Silver Foxes quarterback Ethan Offing going to connect with Maurice Anderson here. Anderson finding space and takes it all the way down to around the 3-yard line before he's ruled out of bounds. Dutch Fork rolling on the offensive side of the ball. Same drive, fourth down, Offing hands it off again to Anderson. Anderson gonna punch it in as he has so many times this season. Dutch Fork rolling over River Bluff tonight, 41-14. So the Silver Foxes are undefeated on the season as well. And that means we got a big game for you guys next Friday. And you might have noticed we didn't have a Sonic Friday Night Rivals game tonight. And that's because originally Irmo and Dutch Fork were set to square off this week. But since the high school football season was extended a week because of Hurricane Helene, this showdown got pushed back a week. And it will remain the final game of our Sonic FNR season. So we took the week off this week, but we will be broadcasting Irmo versus Dutch Fork next week, a game everyone has had on their calendars for weeks now, and it will officially be a battle of the unbeatens next Friday. Kickoff at 7:30. Dutch Fork, the host school. They're both undefeated, and they will battle it out for the 5A Region 4 championship, and we've got you covered with that one. We're going to preview that game all next week, but set it on your calendars, everybody, because we are going to show it to you. Let's check out some scores from Week 10 of the high school football season. Lexington and White Knoll also in this region with Dutch Fork and Irmo, and it's the Timberwolves who win that one comfortably, 35-14. And then on the bottom of this scoreboard, Batesburg, Leesville, and Saluda, also a game between two undefeated teams, and it's the Panthers of Batesburg, Leesville who continue their incredible season with a 28-7 victory over Saluda. More scores for you tonight include a big win for Sumter, 65-28 over Westwood, and then also in Sumter, a battle of Crestwood and Lakewood, and this time it's the Knights winning that one comfortably, 42-7 over the Gators. A few more scores for you for Week 10 tonight. Camden hosting AC Flora, and the Bulldogs coming away with the 44-21 win over the Falcons. And then one of the long-standing rivalries in the Midlands, Airport at BC, and this time it's the Bearcats winning that one easily, 49-14. More scores for you tonight include a shutout win for Newberry over Swansea, 45-0, and Gray Collegiate at Gilbert tonight in what is a new region matchup. They're in the same region now, and it's Gray Collegiate winning that one 42-0. So a big statement win for the War Eagles. A couple of more scores for you tonight include another shutout win, this time for the Griffins of Fairfield Central, 48-0 over the Columbia Capitals. And Richard Wynn continues their amazing season as they win 60-14. Keep your eye on Richard Wynn, y'all. They're putting together an amazing season. Let's get back to some highlights. Blythewood hosting Ridgeview. We're going to start off with their kicker, Isaiah Johannes, scoring the PAT. This was after Ridgeview scored a touchdown. We couldn't run down the field fast enough to get it, but it was 7-0 Ridgeview here. Later on, Blythewood attempting to go for a touchdown when, wait for it, the ball going to be picked off by Jordan Best of Ridgeview. So the Blazers defense coming up with a big INT right there. And later on in this game, Ridgeview responding by getting a touchdown when Derek Howard throwing the ball to Christian Jackson with the catch. Ridgeview going up 14-0, and they're going to win this game over Blythewood 21-7. So Ridgeview with a big win over the Bengals. Over at Richland Northeast High School, South Point, Xavier Currents going for an easy touchdown here. The score 41-6 with the Stallions leading as R&E trying to get a big win, but this was a tough day at the office. Later on, Will Wilson, the quarterback for R&E, couldn't find anyone, is getting sacked right there. And then it's going to happen one more time. Wilson getting sacked by Seth Tillman of South Point. And after a nasty hit here, Adrian Jamison from R&E carried off the field with a leg injury, so we hope he's all right. Northeast finally going to get a sack on the defensive side of the ball, though, later on when Currents going down before throwing the ball and for a touchdown. This one was all about South Point as they roll over R&E tonight. Some good defense late in this game with the offense early from South Point was all they needed as South Point wins this one easily, 56-6 over the Cavaliers. Let's check out some more scores from Week 10 action. 96 at Strom-Thurmond tonight. Strom-Thurmond winning that one by 13. North Augusta hosting Midland Valley. That's a 45-21 win for North Augusta. Other scores from Week 10 include Mid-Carolina, a shutout victory over the Shamrocks, 37-0 in favor of the Rebels. Bamberg-Ehrhardt getting a 10-point victory at home over Denmark-Olar. And then a couple of more scores for you guys include C.A. Johnson on the road at Lee Central, but that one was all about Lee Central as they win by 40. Manning was down at Lake City. This one went into overtime, and it's Manning winning that one by 6. Let's check out some more highlights for you guys. Over to the Park West Complex, John Patterson has to like the way his guys coming out as Oceanside hosts Orangeburg-Wilkinson. Early and often for Oceanside, Aiden Manavian to Peyton Shaw trying to get loose, a big first down gain. From there, Manavian to Shaw again, opposite side of the field this time. Oceanside up quickly, 7-0 on the Bruins. More Oceanside, and this one was all Oceanside. It's Manavian, screen pass to Terrence Johnson. Johnson does the work. He's gone. That's a score, and it's 14-0. Oceanside rolling over OW for the region title. 46-0 the final score of this one as Oceanside dominates the Bruins. How about some Skeeza action in Sumter? First Baptist visiting Wilson Hall. The Barons going to strike first in this game. Harris Naylor, the short touchdown run for Wilson Hall, and the Barons are putting together an amazing season. Defensive play of the day comes from the Hurricanes. Check this out. Juice Bowens just says, nope, that ball is mine. Swipes it right out of the hands of Wilson Hall. Races all the way in for the touchdown. But in the end, too much Wilson Hall in this one. Ben McLaurin with a touchdown here for the Barons. And this one was all about Wilson Hall, as many of their games this season have been. The Barons winning this one 45-7 on their home field. Lawrence Manning making the trip down to porter-gaud tonight over to Singleton Field for this one. Porter, a heavy dose of the run game early and often. And guess who here? J.J. Flood. This one a touchdown off the handoff. This was a big day for the Cyclones. Then it's the option pitch to Flood, and he sees a wide open hole, takes it to pay dirt. Another porter-gaud score. More, how about this run? Tony Brown to the outside. He is going to be gone here, spinning off a few guys. Porter-gaud beating the Swamp Cats pretty convincingly tonight. Final score 52-22 for the Cyclones. And some final scores for you guys in Week 10 high school football action. More Skeeza scores, I should say, as the Falcons of Ben Lippen went to Augusta Christian, but this was a 14-point victory for Augusta. Hammond was over at Cardinal Newman, and This one was all about the Skyhawks. They win that one convincingly, 52-21. And finally, a couple of more scores for you as we conclude Week 10. Heathwood Hall was at home tonight against Northwood Academy. It's Northwood winning that one by 20. And Camden Military was over at Northside Christian. Northside winning that one 48-14.